Welcome back to another Bolton RTG episode here on FC24, where we are Premier League now, and in fact we're already one deep inside of the Premier League, in which we took on Wolves and we lost to Wolves 3-1. Unfortunately, we lost to Wolves, which would put us all the way down towards the bottom. We are sitting at 16th alongside of 14th through 20th, who have all lost their first game of the season, including Arsenal, who lost to Manchester United. In today's episode, we have one of those teams. We have Fulham today to try, and one of us will get the first points of the season. We also have Brentford in the Carabao Cup. We'll see how far we can make it in the Carabao Cup again. Brentford, another Premier League opponent, though. And then we have Chelsea to wrap up the August transfer window. Looking to loom into September here. Here is a starting 11. If you have missed the last episode, go watch it. We replaced Balogun, or we replaced Broha with Balogun, the American striker. We also brought in Francisco Cancelo as a new right winger. Irakunda is somehow managing to survive down that left-hand side. I don't know how, but he is. We still have the back four of Sessegnon, Trusty, Vias, and Cannon, in which I think Bogle will now be our permanent starting right back. We still have Ethan Warry on the bench. We have Norton on the bench. We're going to be using a lot of Norton here. He is a special player alongside Blake and Drew as well. These three young players are definitely good, but Cunha is a CDM that has spent his last 2 years on loan at Leicester City. Well, last year and a half, actually, at Leicester City. He shouldn't be back, but we recalled him before the start of the season. He is a midfield presence that can play. Honestly, he could really only play CDM, so I'm going to try and train him to be a CM, or hopefully he'll just grow into that center mid spot there. We are training Francisco Cancelo to be a right winger as well. That way he doesn't have the negative effects there. But you can see that we bought in Balogun. We spent, what was it, 40 million on Balogun. We bought in Bogle for 15, Francisco Cancelo for 47. We had nearly 100 million to spend, plays off of player sales as well. We bought in Elliot Anderson for free. I believe he was a free signing. He was a free signing. And then Marcos Lopez was also a free signing as well. So, yeah, we sold a couple players to be able to bring in a couple players. We only have 5 million left to do. I don't think we're going to bring anybody else in the transfer window. We're going to get straight to some Premier League action, some Carabao Cup action. Let's get straight into it here against Fulham. This is going to be your starting 11. This is the same one I just showed you. Bergvall was very important last season. So was Armando Broha. We no longer have Broha, so Balogun has some massive shoes to fill here. Let's see if we can pick our first points up in Premier League action. This is our best chance for today's episode. The only other Premier League game that we'll probably play is against Chelsea, and I expect a clean sweep there. And we might be down behind early. It's Adama Traore down the right-hand side. Adama Traore cut in. Bowie blocked by Avias. And Bowie will get to his own rebound. And Fulham, after 4 minutes only, have the lead here. 1-0. And Bolton are down behind early.
Well, here it is again, and that's the perfect.
Bowie to try and double the lead. And that's exactly what he'll do. 2-0 for Fulham. Sessegnon, Irakunda now. Irakunda into Balogun, and Balogun on his left foot will get one back. That's a beautiful finish as well. Off balance finish. It's 2-1 for Bolton. Well, for Fulham, but we're back in it now. Anderson, Francisco Cancelo down to Anderson, and Anderson now on his left foot, and Anderson will level things up here. It's 2-2 now. Bolton with the comeback. Irakunda putting the pressure on that Fulham back line, and Irakunda now, can he get past McClure? He does. And Irakunda to give the lead for Bolton. And Bolton 3, Fulham 2, a complete turnaround of this game. And Bolton are looking to get their first points of the season here. And halftime, Bolton coming to the break, 3-2 up after being 2-0 down early on in the game. A 5-goal first half thriller, and it favors into Bolton side. Bogle over the top to Francisco. Francisco now. Francisco, Anderson Into Francisco Cancello, and oh my lord, this Bolton team has something about them. It's 4-2. Cancello gets on the score sheet. Unwanted at Porto. Will now come to Bolton and maybe be the marquee man of the season, be the reason why we stay up. Sensei, Burkhat, don't you dare better not score, please. Don't score! Oh no, I gotta be able to make sure I cut out the burp. 4-3. Fulham get one back. Sensei and Burkhat offside, and that's game over. Bolton win 4-3, a thriller. And we have our first points of the season. Next game up is we have Brentford in the Carabao Cup. We are going to rotate this a little bit. We do want to take this somewhat serious. Norton is going to start this game, though. Cannon is going to start at right back. Lucas is going to start as CDM for Bacunia. I know he says -7, but he'll be fine. And Lopez will start for left back. Drew is going to start as striker because why not? Onyeka, Neto, still with Neto, now Shada, and Brentford have the lead 1-0, 20 minutes in here. Onyeka over to Shada, and Shada, who has the goal for Brentford, Avias takes him out. And now Norton able to turn, and Norton, are you able to explode? There you are, and Norton down the right-hand side now. Wilson Esperon is staying with him though. Toe-to-toe, Norton crossed in, blocked out. Drew should be able to get to that ball. He does, but Shada was there as well. Cannon, Anderson, and Anderson now will cut back inside, and Anderson will draw a level right before the break. The experience is coming in, and Bolton won, Brentford won, going to the break. And I wasn't paying attention in the Mecha. We'll go down the line and just make it 2-1. Just like that. All right then. And Bremo makes it 3-1 for Brentford. And our Carabao Cup journey might be coming to an end. Neto to make it 4. Brentford are showing up now. Azure, Sanchez, Onyeka, Sanchez. That's a beautiful curler, and it's 5-1 for Brentford. And worse to worse. Sanchez and Bremo trying to end it with the 6, and that's exactly what they do. Moretti will get on the score sheet, and Brentford 6, Bolton 1. And you want to talk about us being an absolute disaster. Is this game right here. A massive fall back to reality after that Fulham win. We get smacked around by Brentford in the Carabao Cup. Thank the Lord this ain't Premier League. Thank the Lord this is just a cup competition. But this could be what will be happening in a couple days against Chelsea. It should be what's happening in a couple days against Chelsea. And we're just kind of giving the ball to Brentford, and we're just allowing to run through. It might be 7 before the end of the day. It's Emblemo saved. Now, on the quest of me looking to not bring anybody else, we're going to look to probably bring in a lone backup striker for Balogun in Iker Bravo, 21 years old, currently now at Athletic Club. I think he went there in January of last season. There was a comment on one of my videos, the goal of the season video from Angel Ramirez to tell me to try and bring him in, but this was before I bought in. It was actually before the start of the season, so obviously that couldn't happen. But looking at it, I don't think Drew is ready for first team football quite yet, at least at Bolton or Premier League ready. So we are going to look to try and bring the Iker Bravo to be a backup loanee signing. And then we'll try and loan out Drew for the rest of the season. Transfer fee, I don't know what. Like, let's just say 25 million, because I don't even want to buy you. All right, so we're gonna have to come back for this actually, because I didn't want to buy him, and I don't think I can come back for it actually. I think that's just down in the dumps. It is down in the dumps, so never mind. Scrap all of that. Next game up, it's against Chelsea. Not expecting to get absolutely battered, so we're not going to play it ourselves. We're going to let the AI play it. It's us versus Chelsea. And Chelsea might be behind already. It's Olmo. And Olmo, oh, have that one. Chelsea won. I have that one. It's against my own team. Chelsea won, Bolton 0. Almadar's not saving that one. Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Jackson on the ground. Chelsea 2, Bolton 0. Irakunda gets one back for Bolton, and we cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 for Chelsea, but Bolton are back into it now. Come on. Sterling down the left-hand side here. Raheem Sterling goes near post. Almadar can't save that one, and Chelsea restore that 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 now for the Blues. Sterling in towards Olmo. Olmo for his second, and now this is starting to turn embarrassing. We was in it for a little bit, but now the floodgates have officially opened up. Call it Hurricane Barrel. 4-1 for Chelsea. Irakunda to get one back again, and Irakunda is the only one for Bolton that seems likely to score. It's 4-2. If we didn't concede that fourth goal, we'd be straight back into the game. But still too far out. But we'll take the confidence from Irakunda to go into the rest of the season now, to be honest. That's something to take off of this. Maybe. And that is game over. A 4-2 loss against Chelsea. I kind of expect that to go. We will not play a single top 6 club this first season, though. We'll probably always tactical view them just to see how badly we get embarrassed. This one, honestly, not as bad. We was in it for a majority of the game, to be completely honest. Then they kind of exploded, making it 4-1. We got that consolation goal. Irakunda did well there in that game. But yeah, wow. Now, I am going to go ahead and not skip through the rest of the transfer window. I am simply looking for a loan deal for Drew. If we get a loan deal for Drew, we'll bring in a striker on loan. I do have 2 options to bring in the striker on loan. One of them can't be Ika Bravo. Unfortunately, I messed that one up. I didn't think I did a loan to buy. And an hour in, we get a loan offer for Joshua Drew. This time from Coventry City. I think that might be perfect. Send him to Coventry City. But I think we might have to bring in the loanee. We have 2 options. We have Ambrosino from Villarreal, and you can tell by me pronouncing that name, I probably won't bring him in because I probably won't be able to pronounce his name correctly. And then we have Johan Boni, who is from West Ham at the moment, 85-89. 88 strength is the most impressive stat off of that, to be completely honest. Ball control is great. His finishing is decent. This is all backup player stats for him. 86, 86, 88 strength as well. So 2 players with very good strength. This time, his attack position isn't the best, though, for this Italian youngster, and the finishing is a little bit better. Heading actually 82. How tall is this guy? 6'2" and 6'2", and his heading actually is only, 74? That maybe not be as great as you would thought, but we are going to try and loan this guy in and see what can say. If we can loan him in, Drew is more likely going to get loaned out to Coventry City, and bada bing, bada boom. And this time we'll do basic terms. We'll keep him on no loan to buy because we can't afford the loan to buy option. They want 60%. Honestly, you know what? That's perfectly fine as well. We'll do that. So he should come in and Drew should come out. And we at least have Bonnie coming in on the club now. He'll be here for the rest of the season on loan from West Ham. We're going to play him quite a bit, though, to, at least all the way into January, to make sure we can keep him at the club. And then hopefully Drew, with this loan agreement, should be able to walk out the front doors now and be sent packing, and hopefully first-team football the whole entire season, and maybe come back 70 rated, 72 rated, around there. That'd be perfect, to be honest. And this is Drew, sent out on loan now to Coventry City. So a little bit of a last minute signing and last minute deals there, done and dusted. And that will be all the transfer business done for Bolton all the way into January at least. And honestly, probably the whole entire season, because we don't have that much money. So yeah, we are going to have to cruise by and try and do what we can. We are currently sitting in 16th after 3 games. We have a win and 2 losses. Arsenal are still winless. They have 2 draws and a loss to start their season off. Next episode, we have Crystal Palace, Leeds United, Luton Town, and maybe even actually, yeah, we'll probably put Tottenham in there as at the end as a tactical view. Obviously, not playing the top 6. Also, by the way, this week, so the week of what is it, 7-8. I'm currently recording this on Monday, the 7th, 8th. This week, which this is actually going out on Wednesday, I believe, because I have Tuesday's video recorded. So this is coming out on Wednesday. So this rest of this week and the next week are all pre-recorded. I'm gonna be gone for the whole next week, so I'm getting this week done. I'm getting next week done, and I'm not gonna think about it. However, next week is not. Thinking about it, yeah, next week is not what you think it is. Next week is the entirety of a different. So okay, Jeremy, we cut that out. And that's going to be the end of this episode. If you did like it, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.